listening to Community Forum on KCCC 930 AM, sponsored by Eddy County, honoring God, country, and family, thriving with industry since 1889. Thank you for listening to Community Forum. My name is Johnny Chandler. I'm the owner of KCCC 930 AM and the host of Community Forum. And with me today is Gil Karson. Gil Karson is the lead singer, founder of the local band Karson City Rebels.
That's right.
Okay, cool. So let's get into it. We last had you on in 2024, I think it was. So it sounds like it feels much longer than it's been. It's only been like a year and a half probably now, right?
That's right.
But so you guys, that's just a testament to how much singles you guys are releasing, because you guys are not slowing down, I can tell. But it was called Runaway Train.
That's right.
I watched the video, and so first of all, tell us how it's been doing on the streaming, and then let us know where people can go and look at it and watch it themselves.
Since we did our interview back in 24, Runaway Train has been a runaway train.
All right.
253,736 streams, which is pretty good for an independent band.
Yeah, so, I mean, since you're in this realm and you pay attention to that, you know that if that's a good number of streams for an independent band. What is the average independent band streams, do you know? Or like when do you hit a number and you're like, I did better than the average?
Over 80% of all music on Spotify has less than 1,000 streams.
80% less than 1,000 streams.
Yes.
Wow. I mean, it's like impossible to find some of those things too, you would think.
It's a crazy stat.
Yeah, that is, yeah, like so 80% of their content nobody really cares about.
That's what it seems.
I mean, that's the message I would take.
And with thousands of songs being uploaded every day because of robots like Suno.
Oh, right.
It just dilutes the content.
Well, I mean, yeah, we get that, right? And there'll be a whole lot of people that love all the AI stuff, right?
Yes.
But that just makes what you do more valuable. It's just good. I mean, now getting in front of the ears and the eyeballs with it, and getting the acclimates and the financing and the money that comes with doing a good job like that and becoming a popular band might be harder to do unless you sign up with some huge label or something, right? But it's going to make your natural human talent, your God-given talent, much more valuable than some robot-given talent.
As far as I know, there's no holograms out on stages entertaining people right now.
I think they've tried it a few times. It's just not quite there. But yeah, that would be. Would you go? Like so? Tell me who your favorite artist is that's passed away.
Well, I like Tom Petty.
Okay, well, of course, right? That's a great one. Would you go to a Tom Petty hologram show if you could?
No.
All right. I mean, that's what I want. But it's like him, you know? It's like real him. Like it's him, but not, you know?
I would just go on YouTube and watch some
concerts. And save $150 for some hologram thing. All right, so Runaway Train has been performing like a runaway train. That's great. You've had multiple singles. We're here to talk about a single specifically, UFO Selfie, which we'll talk about a little bit more. But I wanted to get to the beginning, and I want you to remind the listeners and everybody in the community, what was the inspiration behind starting Karson City Rebels?
It was an outgrowth of a cover band, and we still do a lot of covers. We'll be playing at New Year's Eve at the Artesia Country Club, all six of us.
Nice.
And it's 2 hours, so we'll be half covers and half originals.
Yeah.
So the band started as a cover band, and as we could perform originals, we would sneak them in to the 4-hour shows.
Yeah, right. I mean, people want to hear the hits. They want to hear the songs they know. They want to hear the songs they can sing to, I think, a lot. So
absolutely,
that makes a lot of sense that you're sneaking in, right? Because I think the goal is, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I love a good cover band song. We were in Nashville not too long ago. All of Nashville's cover bands, right? That's all they really are. It's a lot of fun. It's great. But if they can sneak in an original song and you feel like they're doing a cover, then you know they're like really, really. I think that's when you know that they're actually a very great band. At least in my head.
And the song connects with people. We've experienced it and have the video evidence. We played the UFO Festival last July. We did mostly originals on that show. And one particular song, which we're going to talk about today, our new single, Barrel Racing Granny, really connected with moms and their little kids. They were out dancing in front of the stage to Barrel Racing Granny.
That's cool. That's really cool. Now, who writes most of your songs?
I'm the primary writer.
Okay.
And
the music, is that like a collective effort?
The instrumental portion of the compositions definitely is a collaboration.
Yeah.
I will have the foundation or the roadmap, and everybody adds their parts.
Yeah. All right. So, I mean, you do have to have a lead person of the band, right? That's pretty typical.
Well, when you come in with the chord progression and the structure, and you can hand that off to, say, a lead guitar player to work with in his studio, then it's up to the lead guitar player to take the song to the next level.
Right. No, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, they're subject matter experts. You know what I mean? Like you're a lead singer, you lead in the band, you play guitar as well, right? Yes. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be the best guitar player in the band, right? Your drummer is going to be the best drummer in that band, typically.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit behind the drums and try to put a track down. And I don't excel at lead guitar, and we do work with a couple of guys who are really, really good at it.
Yeah, for sure. So when did you start? When did you know that you wanted to sing? That you wanted to play music? That you wanted to learn the guitar?
This goes back a long.
I assumed it did. That's why
childhood, trying to make the parents happy.
Oh yeah, it's like to perform at Christmases and stuff, or what?
Right, or anytime we'd get together, just try to put everybody in a good mood.
So your family had a real musical background for family gatherings then? Like you guys would sing together and play instruments?
Not really. There is a lot of music in the family. My mother played piano. I had an aunt who was a concert pianist. But we weren't one of those families that got together on the front porch and picked.
Yeah. Right. When I could see that, that's kind of what I envisioned a little bit.
Not so much. That wasn't it. There was I'm from a creative family that script writing, radio plays, and that sort of production is part of the family history.
All right. Well, that's excellent. I remember I joined the band in 7th grade the first time, right? I wanted to play the drums because I was told you did not have to learn how to read music to play the drums.
Okay.
And I did not take it seriously at all. I did not enjoy it. And I got a D in the 7th grade in band.
Oh, that's demoralizing.
Yeah, well, how do you get a D? Because you're like in the phase of your life where you're trying stuff out to see if you care or you might be interested in this, right? It's okay that I'm not going to be a guitarist or a drummer for the rest of my life. You get a D because you don't even try, right? I think is what it comes down to, right? So, you take the class, and that's how you learn, right? You learn in middle school and younger, and you have to learn the fundamentals of music before you can be like the rock star, pretty much.
That's the way it was for me.
That's how most of them are.
I was given a choice. I was a troublesome child, so parents figured I needed some discipline.
Yeah.
Accordion, violin, or guitar. What'll it be, Gil? And that was a no-brainer. Guitar, thank you.
Yeah, well, sure. I mean, that's definitely the coolest look, even though a violin's a pretty strong instrument too, though.
Well, nowadays, yes.
Yeah, right. I mean, no offense, Gil, if you played the violin, I'd still have you on, but I prefer a more attractive female with the violin than I do a male, just so you know, right? But the guitar player I'm cool with, right? It doesn't matter which gender that person is.
Okay.
But for the violin, I'd like a female to be playing it.
Definitely, especially if it's classical music. Now, if you're talking some hot fiddling on a country rock kind of song.
So they can be a guy, Johnny and the Devil is one of my favorite songs, right? Okay. And then you got to have a fiddle in the band.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And that's what we play during the month of December. We play Christmas music because my wife wants Christmas music every December. I literally switch the format of the radio station every year for her. And then hopefully for everybody else that loves Christmas music as well. But trust me, it's for my wife. But when we get back on and on December 26th with Classic Country, those are songs that you'll hear right away. They're some of my favorite songs. Of course, my name's Johnny, so Johnny and the Devil, that lived with me since I was in the VW Golf with my dad, right? Listening to that song because I always associated myself with beating the devil.
All right.
And how could you not, especially when you're younger?
A great story.
But I still do it now. I was like, I'm beating the devil today. So what I wanted to get into now is you've had quite a few singles since Runaway Train.
Yes.
Runaway Train, 253,000 plus views and still moving,
That's
right?
right. That's right.
Right. And then the big new single that you guys just dropped is called Barrel Racing Granny. But before we get into that, I want to know a little bit about some of the singles that you guys have dropped since Runaway Train.
We put out Miracle of Midland February of 25, and it's doing really good too with 119,000 streams.
I remember watching that one on YouTube. I'm one of your streams.
And just right after that, we put out Let's Party, the quintessential party song.
Mm-hmm.
That was in June, end of June. We're thinking it would be a summer kind of hit. And it did well, about 70,000 streams.
Okay. I mean, you're better than 80% of Spotify every time.
Every time. Those were our singles for 25.
Okay. And so you have, the latest single is going to be Barrel Racing Granny for 25, correct?
Yes.
2025?
25, beginning of 26.
Okay. Is it already available on YouTube and Spotify now?
It is. You can stream it on any music platform. The full music video is on YouTube and the Carson City Rebels Facebook page, and we spell Carson with a K.
Right. Yep. You have a cool hat on, by the way. Nobody can see it, but you got like the big long horns with the KCR right underneath it.
That's our brand.
I do think I'm just going to put it out there that I think I might be worthy of a hat, Gil. I might be.
Well, we try to steer away from UT. The UT.
No, I understand. Yeah.
Because they're just the horns. There's no head.
I know. You're not copywriting anybody. I'm saying that you should give me a hat because I'm giving you free airtime to promote your
merchandise.
Your band.
Merchandise will be flowing to you, Johnny, eminently.
One hat. It looks like you guys wear Richardson 112s, which are the best hats, in my opinion. So I just need one hat. That's all.
You got a hat and a T-shirt.
All right. No, I will wear it. I'm 100%. I will wear it. Yeah, absolutely.
And if you go to our website,
you can buy some merchandise, I assume, right?
We do have a merch store right on the front page, CarsonCityRebels.com. And we did have another single that we put out. We didn't put much in the way of promotion behind it. It's called Game Time, and we put that out April 25. And Game Time, it's almost here.
Mm-hmm.
My heart's afire, and I got no fear.
All right.
I'm all pumped up with a hot mojo. Come on, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. It's a kind of a hard rocking song, and my nephew Michael Keane, who's the leader of a heavy death metal band, The Faceless, is playing lead guitar on it. And he's just shredding on this thing.
Wow. The Faceless.
Yeah. They've been around a long time. 5 albums. They've done world tours. They've played for hundreds of thousands of people.
Have you done some tours?
We've done some limited touring. I wouldn't say they're really tours. They're more like specialty shows. We opened for Jeff Skunk Baxter, who was the lead guitar player of the Doobie Brothers and Steely Dan, a pretty famous studio player, and we supported him on a few shows when he released his album, The Speed of Heat. And we've played at Brown's Diner in Nashville. We played at the Sandjack in Austin during South by Southwest a few times.
Yeah, that's cool.
And we've done some festivals, UFO Festival. We've played the East New Mexico State Fair. We've played at Inn the Mountain Gods, and we're looking to be a lot busier with live shows in 26.
So you're keeping it mostly regional, though, I guess, right? I mean, Nashville's a pretty long haul, but
it is.
But Inn the Mountain Gods you can do.
Yes.
Easy.
We're trying to build a following regionally, West Texas, East New Mexico, and make it make sense. Touring is very expensive.
Yeah, and tiring too.
It is. Maybe we'll get out and do an extended tour for a month or so, but right now it's just maybe a weekend or a double weekend in the same area.
Well, I mean, you guys are, I mean, this is not supporting you, I mean, full time, right? You have the other band members that probably have to have careers and jobs in order to keep this thing going.
Yes. Yeah, and it's all over the place. Chris Brooks is a lead guitar player. He lives in Bakersfield, and he's playing all the time with lots of different bands. And when he's not in Bakersfield, he's staying at my house in the mountains about a half hour south of Bakersfield.
Yeah.
And
so you have a long history in California.
Yes, I do. I've only been in Carlsbad about 3 years.
Oh, okay. Hey, I've been here longer than you have.
I'm staying at the Hotel Carlsbad.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you can check out anytime you like.
but you can never leave, man. Once you're here, you're here. They have a really famous song with the word Johnny in it, too.
That's right. Johnny come lately.
Yeah.
The new kid in town.
That's right.
I played at Antigua in Roswell a couple of weekends ago.
Yeah.
And I did that song, acoustic guitar and percussion.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great song. It's a good vibe song.
And people love it. I look out in the restaurant and people's mouths are moving.
Yeah, they're singing with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not talking. They're singing with you. Yeah. And that's just one of those great covers, though. I really do enjoy. So now I want to know a little bit about UFO Selfie. I've not heard the song yet, so I will go check that out. We're going to air that at the end of this radio program.
Great.
And we'll put it on. We like to, just for anybody out there that's like a local band that's playing, we're a platform for you. So I'll air your song once every 5 or 6 hours or something. You know what I mean? If you want to come on, and that way we can get you some local radio play.
That's great.
We don't stream it. It's not online. You have plenty of places to stream it if you're a local band. But, I'm thinking of all the bands that are floating around here, and there's a lot of individuals that really are interested and have some real talent, such as you and your team. And why don't we give them a place to showcase?
Fantastic idea.
Yeah, I was like, I would love to air a live concert sometime on the radio station.
Well, there's a lot of live music happening around.
Yeah,
Carlsbad.
I have a couple of technological hurdles myself that aren't too big that we haven't gotten to, but that would be something I'd like to do. At the very least, what I could do is record it and then air it another night, which would be awesome. And that way I can make sure we got real clean audio and don't have to worry about breaks even,
The music community would really appreciate that.
I think that's the right thing to do, right? I have no interest in being a music producer. I just want to be a radio station owner. I was like,
well, that you are.
Yeah, I was like, so I did it. Yeah, for me. What's the inspiration behind UFO Selfie? Was Roswell involved in that at all?
Absolutely. Visiting Roswell for whatever high school soccer matches, going to see the Cave Girls play, or just going up there for dinner or whatever, you can't not know about the UFO phenomenon. And that's where the song came from. I took a selfie with a UFO somewhere near Roswell, New Mexico. Put it on my socials so you all would know. I damn sure found me a UFO. That's the chorus, and it's a fictitious story. Of course, it's about a ranch hand who's rounding up strays on his ATV, and he comes across this down ship, and he takes a selfie with it, and that's the whole
that's
story.
Cool. That's cool. So you shot some of the video in Roswell, a little bit of it?
I used some stock footage from Roswell.
Okay.
The Roswell footage that's in it is Karson City Rebels playing at the UFO festival.
Oh yeah.
So there's live footage of us doing the song, and I think there's some other performances of it that we included in the video. Yes, there's some shots of us playing New Year's Eve last year at the Artesia Country Club.
Okay, and you're doing that again this year?
We are. Last year...
You got asked back.
We did. Last year we were opening for Mark Chestnut, and this year we're headlining.
All right.
Moving up in the world,
You go. Slow and steady growth, right?
That's right.
That's all you can do. So, UFO Selfie, Roswell, that makes a lot of sense. You told me you've had over 210,000 streams on that one on Spotify already. That's what you told me before we started.
Yeah, I'm gonna verify that.
That's that's pretty impressive. Now, don't tell us how much money you make while you're verifying that, but do you make a little money on these streams?
Oh yeah, some money's trickling in.
Nice.
Here's the official count as we speak: 210,203 streams.
All right, man, that's excellent. I actually think I know you're trying to show off your guys' talent, but sometimes if you title something in YouTube a certain way, you can get a bunch of streams just because they come across it based on a title.
Right.
And so if you throw UFO in there, people searching for UFO stuff, man, it might come across a local band in southeastern Mexico that's singing about UFOs they had nothing about as the streams,
Could be. I know the song connects, and I've been playing around Carlsbad at some of the restaurants and breweries, and I have people. I ask people to take out their cell phones before I do the song. They'll pull up the video and be watching the video while I'm doing an acoustic guitar version of it. And the next time I'm playing there, they come back and request the song.
Oh, nice.
So that is grassroots proof that that people do dig it.
Right. I have not heard that song yet. I'm going to go check it out. Sorry, I hadn't been on the YouTube in a minute. I don't really use Spotify, but that's just a personal choice from music streaming services, you know. But you're on Pandora. You could be found on Pandora and stuff like that too.
Okay. We're on Pandora.
Yeah, and that's owned by SiriusXM or the same
it
company.
It is a Sirius subsidiary.
But you're not on Sirius though, right?
Not yet.
Right.
Love to.
So, well, yeah, but so there's got to be a hurdle to that different, right? I mean, anybody can put anything on YouTube. Anybody can upload anything on Spotify.
Right.
But Sirius XM is going to have another level of criteria or something. Are you familiar with what that is?
It pays more. So the major studios are the gatekeepers.
Right.
And
yep.
I won't say the word. It starts with a P and it sounds like payola, but it's illegal. So you can't say that word. But
right.
A Pandora station may have 100 slots for songs, and they'll leave 4 or 5 slots out for independents.
Yeah,
and the major studios control the rest.
Well, I mean, I'm familiar with that. All the music that I play, I have to pay royalties on to ASCAP and BMI and some of the other organizations.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm working on it. I'm hoping to connect with. We have a song, Telecaster King of Bakersfield. That's also on YouTube, and we're hoping to Dwight Yoakam, wherever you are. You've got the Sirius station Bakersfield Beat.
Oh, wow.
And wouldn't it be great if you played the Telecaster King of Bakersfield on your show, the Bakersfield Beat?
That would be great.
Just give me a shout out, Dwight, wherever you are.
Yeah. He's listening for sure. This is online. He'll find it.
And we do have a few friends in common. In fact, Taras, your original bass player, was the first client of mine at my rehearsal studio in Studio City back in the day.
Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's great history.
And I've hired Brantley Kearns to play fiddle with me on some shows. And I won't mention the lead guitar player, but we're friends.
Okay, that works for me. Let's get to the meat of why we're really here, and that's your new single, Barrel Racing Granny. I know we kind of talked about it a little bit, but we haven't really gotten into it. So I assume it's grandmother barrel racing?
Originally, well, it was written for my sister, who is a big inspiration.
She's a barrel racer, too.
She's a barrel racer, and she's doing what she loves to do, and she has grandchildren, and she's really good, and she loves doing it. So I originally wrote it as kind of as a funny song.
Yeah, okay.
But I'm finding that it's becoming an inspiration piece for people, regardless of what they do. It's not just about barrel racing.
Right.
It's for people who are chasing their dreams and they're not giving up, or they do it because they love it, and they're going to keep doing it till they can't do it anymore.
Right.
And that's really the theme of the song, is to do what you love to do till you can't do it anymore. And
how do you know the hook?
Barrel racing granny, look at her go. No one can tell her she's too old to rodeo. She gets on after it fast as grease lightning. She keeps on doing it because it's still exciting. She tells me it's something she'll never outgrow. Barrel racing granny, look at her go.
No, that's great. That's a good one.
That's the chorus.
Yeah, that's great. I call it the hook. I don't know why, but I think that's the same meaning.
It's the hook.
Yeah. It's like, like the Black Eyed Peas, you're familiar with that band, right? I mean, for years, will.i.am, all he did was have songs that had multiple hooks in every song. And then before you know it, those are like the most popular songs.
Oh, yeah. Genius stuff.
Yeah, actually, it really is. But it's like, I'm almost like, wait a minute, man, you have 4 songs that you put into one song here. You know what I mean? But that's just, I guess that's the genius of his brain. One more question for you when it comes to you and your band and the making of these new singles, including shooting the video. From the moment that you saw your sister barrel racing and you're like, and she's a grandmother, and the minute that song popped in your head, to completely done and finished on YouTube, ready for people to stream, on Spotify, ready for people to stream, Carson City Rebels, how long?
I had the chorus done years and years ago and didn't even think about it. It was, and I had a couple of verses, which I can't even remember what they were.
Right.
But I had the chorus, and I thought that's a solid chorus. It's fun. It's in that ain't going down till the sun comes up kind of a groove, fast, old rock meets country. And my sister lives in Carlsbad, and being around her the last few years, I decided I need to finish this song.
Yeah.
And so wrote new verses from scratch, kept the chorus, and so really it came to life fairly recently. And it started as a sketch, just rhythm guitar and a voice to a click, if you will, robot drums, and that was the guide track. And I had everybody put their parts on, and we basically layered it. We did not perform the song live as a band in the studio.
Leads me to another question. How common is that now? Like, what percentage of bands are together in a studio recording it now? Because now that the technology's gotten to the point where that's not a necessity.
I would say it's extremely rare
for
that
them
a
to
band
get together.
Goes in the studio and records live.
Which means you're not going to get those great documentaries. Like, remember the Beatles documentary when they were coming through with their last song, or these really big bands in the studio just frustrated and, but really coming together with a great product because it's just,
not only will you not get the video, there's magic that happens when a band is recorded live, especially if they're really tight.
Yeah.
There's certain the human factor that you don't get when the tracks are layered. You can kind of fudge it and make it feel like it's live, but there's really no substitute for.
And then, like, if they get big and they tour, right, which is where you make the big money, right? And they start touring, then like they have to practice this together a whole lot. They never if you do it in the studio together, then you're doing the practice and getting the recorded product really good at the same time. And so then there's extra time involved for your show on the road practicing together because you don't really play that much together.
That's true. It's sort of the honor system. Everybody learns their parts.
Yeah, right.
We come together and do a couple of rehearsals and go out and do a show.
Yeah.
And it's been working. Definitely been working that way. I would love to go in the studio with the whole band and record some songs. I mean, there would be overdubs involved, and we probably wouldn't do vocals live, but we would certainly get the instrumental part down.
Yeah.
And that would be a whole nother animal than, overdubbing. Oh, put the new drum part on. The drummer goes in the booth and is just playing by himself to a track. And, but that's sort of the way we have to do it because of economics and where everybody lives.
Oh, that makes sense. I'm slowing down now that I'm getting older, but I could just imagine a recording studio when you're in your 20s and you're a hot band and the party that would be, and how much fun it could be, right? I mean, it's gonna overwhelm you and at times, but I mean, just like imagine being a young man, talented, in the green room, right? I mean, it's just like you're popular, or in the studio, and it's a party, right? People are just begging to hang out with you and begging to be there.
Well, there's a certain amount of pressure on it too. When I was a young man and was able to go in the studio with a whole band that was rehearsed tight, there was still that we haven't done this. I think I'm feeling a little nervous, and so my experiences were that it wasn't that much of a party after we got the tracks done.
Okay,
but then we go party.
Well, it's like anything that you do in life can become work, right? Especially when if a living depends on it, right? And then, so I was like envisioning the other day, like just any artist, doesn't matter who it is. Let's go with the Rolling Stones, right? Let's go with Mick Jagger because he's been around for so long and performing so long, and I just think that he's performing the same songs forever, right? And like, where does he find that inspiration and that energy when he does the same thing every day, right? Like you would think that, because I get tired of things that I get, oh, I did that, I've done that, I mastered it, I'm good, I'm ready to move on.
Well, there's a synergy with a live audience that cannot be duplicated. There's an adrenaline rush that occurs, and that's what keeps me going. And I'll take a guess here, Mick, that's what you get off on, is walking on that, running out onto that stage and feeling the energy from the stadium. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're singing your first hit or your latest recording. The adrenaline that flows is what keeps you going.
And it's a testament to just the natural passion that they have for what their talent. They've been able to harvest it. They're just naturally passionate about it, and it's something that they just love forever, right? And so that's got to come across as well.
Well, it's a time machine as well, because, and I've experienced this. Just loading up gear is a ritual, and I go, "Am I 16 or am I?" I won't give you my age, but
right.
You know, and just doing it can be a time machine to a younger time.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's like, you feel like you're younger. I mean, the back doesn't feel like you did when it was a younger time at the end of the day, but at least you had that moment of youth.
I got to be careful how I pick up amplifiers and speaker cabinets, but I still do it, and that's my workout.
Yeah, no, that's excellent. I mean, you look great, by the way, for everybody who can't see you. So Gil Karson, lead singer of the Carson City Rebels. Check out Carson City Rebels with a K, so carsоncityrebels.com. Buy some merch. I'm going to rock that hat. You're going to wish you bought one. YouTube videos, YouTube, Carson City Rebels. Barrel Racing Granny is the one that we'd really love you to click on first.
That's right. It's out now.
But once you're there, why don't you just start looking at the whole collection? UFO selfie. I like the idea of watching your videos and knowing that where this is at, right? And being a part of that community.
Well, selfie's a lot of fun. Definitely.
And I'd like to see some footage from the UFO festival as well.
We have a TikTok account.
Okay.
And we have an alien, a robot alien, who's been putting out a lot of content over the last few months about UFO selfie.
Nice.
So he's kind of fun.
Yeah, that's great. I'll check that out.
Sometimes he's wearing a band T-shirt, but we don't have a name for him, but you'll have to check out our robot.
No, I will.
I mean, our alien guy.
Our alien robot, right? Aliens, robots,
Well, it's generated by a robot, but he looks pretty fleshy.
Okay. All right. No, we'll check that out. It's the Carson City Rebels on TikTok as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, look how unique your name is. It's still available everywhere. You know what I mean? Because that's a difficult thing to find handles for social media and stuff that isn't already taken.
Yep. Well, we've had a lot of good luck, Johnny. Can't even begin to list it out here.
Okay, here's a final question. I'm stealing this from an NPR guy by the name of Guy Raz. He does this podcast called How I Made This, right? Okay. And he interviews entrepreneurs that turned into very famous companies, right? And the very last question, which will be the last question today, how much of your success has been hard work and how much of your success has been luck?
I don't think there's been much in the way of luck, although there's been some crazy coincidences, you might say, meeting somebody on an airplane and he turns out to be somebody that is in the business and is, oh yeah, I'll help you guys. Why don't you come play here? Or meeting a concert producer just because I'm wearing a Buckaroo shirt with a couple of skulls on it, and he comes up to me and says, "You must be a musician," and a conversation starts. And is that luck? Just in the right place at the right time, and good things happen because I was wearing that shirt, and that guy saw it, and he could book the band, and that's fortune, good fortune. It's I don't know, fate, everybody puts in the work. All the players are keeping their personal lives together, their musical talents in shape. And as far as creating the recordings, when the guys are coming up with parts, they're working at it, definitely. And our live show has gotten a lot more energetic, so we're definitely breaking a sweat and burning some calories when we entertain.
All right. Well, excellent. Well, Gil Karson, Karson City Rebels, thanks for coming on, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chandler. You're doing a beautiful thing.
Wow, thank you.
Up in the country where the hills are green, started riding fast horses and became a barrel racing machine. She says her younger days feel like yesterday, although her children have had children. She's off to the races, trucking down the highway. Barrel racing granny, look at her go. No one can tell her she's too old to rodeo. She gets on after fast as grease lightning. She keeps on doing it 'cause it's still exciting. She tells me it's something she'll never outgrow. Barrel racing granny, look at her go. She'll rise and shine before the sun comes up. Drinks black coffee and hooks a trailer to the pickup truck. Loads her horse, tackle, saddle, and a bale of hay. Though that rocking chair ain't calling, she's off to the races, trucking down the highway. Barrel racing granny, look at her go. No one can tell her she's too old to rodeo. She gets on after her fast as grease lightning. She keeps on doing it 'cause it's still exciting. She tells me it's something she'll never outgrow. Barrel racing granny, look at her go. There's some money for the winning at the next rodeo. Entry fees are paid for this horse and rider team. You know there ain't no quitting. And win or lose, she's loving living the dream. Barrel racing granny, look at her go. No one can tell her she's too old to rodeo. She gets on after it fast as grease lightning. She keeps on doing it 'cause it's still exciting. She tells me it's something she'll never outgrow. Barrel racing granny, look at her go. Just look at her go.
You're listening to Community Forum on KCCC 930 AM, sponsored by Eddy County, honoring God, country, and family, thriving with industry since 1889.